This here is from Colonel Kurtz, who will be linked below in my description. Go check out her channel. She's got a great channel. It appears this guy in Hollywood, who I'll explain in a second who he is real quick, Ari Emanuel, said some very nice things about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Here he is on Wikipedia. He's an American businessman, a CEO. He's got a talent agency. He's a billionaire. And he goes to bat for Justin and Blake. As I said, Colonel Kurtz has a pretty detailed analysis. Check it out on her channel. But I want to react mostly to his attitude and his vagueness on how amazing Blake and Ryan really are. So let's hear some of the audio. So it starts off with the journalist asking him a question about the mess.
I wonder if you could tell us about a little bit of a mess that I gather you've been involved in.
Oh, yeah.
I
I know where you're going with this one.
Do you have notes on it?
Oh, yeah. Those are the two things I said to myself, this could come up.
Okay,
And it's a mess.
so I have to admit, I don't keep up that much on Hollywood.
All right, so as I said, he's got a pretty deep history in Hollywood, HBO shows, Entourage, a couple of other ones. They slipped my mind, but you'd know the name if I said it. And yet he doesn't keep up with Hollywood. Okay.
But even I caught wind of the Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds. Let the record show for those listening at home, Ari just slit his throat.
I mean, it's a fucked up, bad situation that Belloni, whatever his name is doing. And it's fun.
Now, he was your client.
Right. So also he's making fun of Justin Baldoni's name, Baldoni, as if he doesn't know who he is so well.
Too, it's always
Yeah, until it's backfired.
right.
You know,
Just give a little bit of the backstory.
It's not really fair. I've known Ryan and Blake for over a decade. They're really incredible people. In Hollywood, they have been incredibly successful. People work with them. They've never had any bad mojo out there and treated people badly. They kind of are charitable because we help them with their foundation. They give them tons of money away.
Right. So this is the thing. They're charitable. They give tons of money away and they never had any problems. That's always it, man. They give so much money away. I mean, when you've got like hundreds of millions of dollars, yeah, you should be giving some away anyway to charities and stuff. So I don't think that's a huge flex. It's kind of like expected, to be honest. And there have been stories coming out, especially recently, about how Blake and Ryan are not such nice people. And we've also got clips of Blake with her attitude and things.
If what is alleged in her lawsuit that happened on social media, just because she complained to the studio that things were unhealthy on the set, that he was director and this man was the producer, and they did to her what they're being alleged, they're really bad people. And Blake, I know Blake, I know Ryan. They're
Right. He knows Blake. That's all he says. I know Blake. I know Ryan. That's it. I could say I know anybody and they're good. It's very vague information there. And of course, he doesn't actually know if it's true. No proof, no nothing. Just kind of using, I guess, his name to try to give them a boost.
actually good people. Now, social media is a really good thing at times because it lets people, stars, connect with their fans. But these two guys used it in an evil way, if that's true. And we just have to be cognizant that you can root, and they should no longer be out there intimidating people, using social media now and trying to hurt them and using their what they have been doing prior to it now to go against them.
What bullshit, man. So basically, if you don't know the rundown, Blake Lively came on set. She changed a lot of plot points and things like that. She wanted credits to be the producer of the movie, like official credits. And what Baldoni originally had was actually better, closer to the novel, and way closer to the character in the novel, who was 23, by the way, and Blake's like 38. So the changes just made no sense. Then when Baldoni edited it to the director's cut and tested it with audiences, his cut was better, And because of Ryan Reynolds' muscle in Hollywood, my assumption, because there's no other reason, Sony went with the worst cut, which was Blake's. I mean, if audiences love one, they don't like the other so much, it just doesn't really make sense to go with the bad one. But it would make sense that Ryan Reynolds has pull in Hollywood and, strings got pulled and they went with Blake's.
They should just stop since they think they're innocent and let the process play itself out. These are good people that have been in the business for decades and have never had any bad press about them, and all the people they work with like them. And so, if it's true what they're saying in that allegation, these are two bad guys.
This concerns the making of the film where there's sex scenes and there's, I guess, what is called in Hollywood an intimacy coordinator.
They didn't have one. I mean, and then they went after him on social media. It's disgusting.
Can I just say this is very juvenile, but when I first read that and I knew I was going to be talking to you, I was trying to picture like Ari Emanuel on set as an intimacy coordinator. Is that a role, a job you
No, I mean,
could do well?
It is actually not a job. I mean, that's actually an important role. She felt that she was not being protected. She complained, and then these people tried to go after her.
All right, so if I'm reading this right, I think she's complaining that kisses went on too long in intimacy scenes and things like that, and she felt kind of taken advantage of or something. But it seems to me if you sign the contract to do a scene like that where you're intimate, you should expect some improv from the other person, like a little bit. Like that's what you're doing. That's the job. That's why you're getting the mega bucks, in her case at least. So I'd say without going too far on that, that's subjective.
They should stop. And they're still trying to do it, and they should stop.
And what was your role? Did you fire him as a
I fired
fireman?
them. I'm a ride or die. And they're good people. Yeah.
Right. I fired him with no proof or evidence I could bring to you today, but I'm ride or die. Anyway, that's just about the end. You can check out the full thing on Colonel Kurt's channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.